Hey everybody, this is Alan Fine, and look who I'm with. Vicki Freed, the Senior Vice President, Sales, Trade, Support, and Service for Royal Caribbean. We are on Utopia of the Seas, and we're going to talk about selling this ship and the fact that it's the short-term voyages and how to best take advantage of that here on Insider Travel Report. Utopia, great ship. I want to focus on the differences from as we progress on the Oasis and how you're selling it, and especially the short haul.
Great. We're so excited to bring in the Utopia of the Seas this year. We also, as you know, brought in the Icon of the Seas. So it's been a very busy year for Royal Caribbean. Yeah, it's been a busy year. But sometimes people have been asking me, well, why did you put a new ship of this magnitude and this incredible hardware on a short cruise?
Because traditionally, it's the older ship.
It is, but we've decided to kind of flip the industry upside down, and we wanted to have a brand new ship on 3 and 4 day cruises because oftentimes a short cruise is really the on-ramp to new to cruise. And as you know, we've been trying to expand this category of getting new people to cruise, even though we love our repeat guests, and we have many, many of them, but we are growing as an industry, so it's important for us to grow with new to cruise.
And so you're putting your best foot forward instead of otherwise.
Absolutely. And then, consumer behavior has also changed. Consumer vacations have changed. So when you look at the differences between, let's say, an Icon of the Seas, a 7-night product, and you look at a 3 and 4 night product, the difference is one is a vacation and one is a getaway. And there really is a difference because people plan vacations and then they quickly hop on many times just a quick getaway.
And so this ship is actually set up for that quick getaway.
It sure is. You can see the vibe and the energy on board, the music, the shows, the restaurants. Everything is really catered to people who want to cram a lot into a short little 3 or 4 night vacation.
You can have a great sit-down dinner, or you can grab and go, and it's all great quality.
Absolutely, yeah. And there's, probably the one complaint we're going to get on the ship, I hate to say something negative, is that people who come on board, they're just not going to be able to have experienced everything that we can offer. And I guess that's a good complaint to have because they'll come back or they'll step up to a longer cruise.
Let's talk about the stateroom categories, please.
The staterooms are beautiful on the ship, and as you know, we've introduced some new categories. The Solarium Suite, which is gorgeous. It is right above the bridge, so it has the same exact views that the captain has from the bridge. It is floor-to-ceiling windows, all glass windows, no balcony, but you don't need a balcony because the views of the ocean are right there in front of you. Has a beautiful living room, a bath and a half, so that when you have company coming to visit you in your beautiful Solarium Suite, if they need to use the bathroom, they can easily go right there in the living room in the little half bath. Or you have, in the king-size bedroom, you do have beautiful view from your bed, and then you have the largest shower at sea. It's really a beautiful bathroom with 2 sinks in there, and can't go wrong with this room.
But so speaking of a luxury product, let's talk about this ship in terms of that, since we have a lot of luxury sellers out there. And you made an interesting comparison to Silversea, your sister company.
Yes, we have more suites on this ship than many of the Silversea vessels have. And remember, they're all suite vessels, and it's a beautiful luxury product. But sometimes clients who want luxury need the energy, or they want to bring their families on board. And when they bring their families on board, they may not be willing to buy suites for everybody, so everybody has a wonderful experience.
Right. So what's the biggest challenge that you're finding in expanding your client base?
Well, I think let's talk about the travel advisors. They play such an important role for Royal Caribbean because you are truly the value interpreters. You help guide the consumer into making the right buying decision. So you're not really selling something, because when you're selling, you're across the desk from somebody. But when you help to guide somebody to making the right buying decision, you're on the same side, you're on the same bench. And so for a consumer, they feel like, that's what I want. I want someone that's really going to understand my needs. And so what I see today is the biggest challenge travel advisors have. It's not the education. You can get the answers and you can get the knowledge. It is hard, but as long as you know how to get an answer for somebody, like how many suites are on board the Utopia of the Seas, I really can't tell you the exact number, but I know how to get that number. And as long as you know how to get that number, that's all that really matters. So it's not the education. It's certainly not the passion. This is a great time to be in this industry. And travel advisors, the ones I meet, they're passionate about being in this business. They love this industry. But what I see to be the biggest obstacle or the biggest challenge or the biggest opportunity, however you want to frame it, is you don't have a wide enough net of clients. And so you want to share your knowledge and experience with people, but you need more clients. And so there are so many ways to get new clients. And really, if you just follow the basics, it is so easy. You don't even have to spend money or spend a lot of money to get new clients.
You're there to help them do that.
100%. And it's not just me, it's our entire sales team, both our field sales team as well as our inside sales team. I mean, we will give you the tips to help you build your business because so many travel advisors are new in the industry. And maybe this is a second career, maybe it's even a part-time career, but you want to make it, you want to be successful, and we know how to help you be successful. I mean, like, look, I wear my name tag everywhere I go. Now, a lot of people on board the ship already know me, but I wear my name tag because it's a conversation starter, and so that's the basics. So wherever you go, when you're doing your grocery shopping, wear your name tag because maybe you'll meet somebody who'll say, "Oh, what do you do?" And it gives you an opening to start talking about that you help create incredible memories and experiences for people. I like to say that travel advisors are MDs. Right. And you probably think, doctors? Well, you're a memory doctor. And that's an important role that you play for the consumer because you're helping to create memories for them that are truly going to last a lifetime. I mean, we both know people can buy a ton of material things. They can buy the new Apple iPhone. But at the end of the day, the things that people remember about the moments in their lives that made a difference, it's the experiences. It's the vacations that they took with family and friends. It's those weddings. It's the birth of a child. It is not the stuff we buy.
We're accenting the advisor part, like a financial advisor, vacation advisor, a life advisor.
Absolutely. And, you know, there's other ways that you can build your business. And one of the simple tips that I like to share with travel advisors is every time you have closed a sale, that means you've gotten the money, you say, Alan, you are going to have the most amazing time on the Utopia of the Seas. It is an incredible ship. Is there anyone else that you can think of that might want to travel with you on this vacation? Just ask that question every single time. Even if you're not selling a cruise, shame on you, but if you're not selling a cruise, if you just ask that question, is there anyone else that you can think of that might want to travel with you on this vacation? I can guarantee you that if you ask it religiously, 1 out of 4 times you will get a new client and you will get a new sale.
Let's get back to the ship, though. There's some new things here. I was talking to Lincoln D'Souza, and I'm also going to talk to Jay about, let's talk about the Royal Railway, because that's a game changer.
Well, you know, Royal Caribbean, we never stop believing in how do we up our game, and we compete with ourselves in many ways. And so one of the new dining experiences is the Royal Railway, and it is 2 train cars, completely themed out, and they hold 24 people per car, 2 seatings per night, and it is a specialty restaurant. And it's really the one that we currently have that we've launched with is the Wild Wild West. It's going, you know.
It's a full show with actors, surround sound,
scenery, and the food actually goes with the theme of the restaurant. And you have to board on time, otherwise that train leaves the station. Not really, but it does close the doors, and it is a fun, immersive experience. I mean,
we did a simulation, and you feel the struts of the track, and it's quite amazing. And I heard that when things happen, the whole train will shake. If there's an explosion, you'll feel it.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so before we close out, let's just talk about new tools that you have for the travel advisor.
Well, we just made a big investment in a company called Ralio. And although Royal Caribbean is paying for it, our travel partners do not have to pay for it. So if you've always thought about social media and you just didn't know where to begin and you just didn't know how, but you know you need it for your business, use this tool. It's free. And Ralio will do all your social media for you. They'll not only do your Facebook, your work Facebook, but they'll do Instagram, and they'll do everything. I was about to say Instacart, but they're not going to
because
do
of
your
the-
shopping.
Yeah.
But they will do all your social media, and then you don't have to use every piece of it, but get involved with it. And, call your local strategic account manager at Royal Caribbean. Go to loyaltyyoualways.com. Go to Cruising Power, because it's a wonderful tool, and it is good for all three of our brands, Silver Seas, Celebrity Cruises, and Royal Caribbean.
You really do make it easier for travel advisors.
Well, we try to make it as easy as possible, because we know that this is a challenging business at times to learn everything. And so call us. Let us help you run this race, because we want to be your partner. And the one thing we know at Royal Caribbean is that our success is dependent upon your success. We lean on you, and we want you to be successful, because then in turn we're successful.
That's a good summary. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.